Here we have a 2017 on a 17 registration Yutong TC9 35-seat midi coach. We're offering this vehicle for sale on behalf of Yellowway Coaches up in Manchester. Previous owner to that was Colton Coaches in North Yorkshire. So two good operators. Done a few bits and bobs since it came into Yellowway. It was bought as a sales vehicle, to be honest, but it's fairly straight on the bodywork. There is a few bits that I do want to sort of point out as we go along. You can see sort of at the bottom of that locker there's a bit of paint missing. Wheel trim's fitted. It has had a couple of brand new tyres and a few swapped round on the back to get sort of even set across the back. We've got a power operated rear continental door. Under the bonnet, Euro 6 Cummins ISB 6.7 engine. That is driven through a ZF Ecolite fully automatic gearbox. Reversing camera is also fitted. And then as we come back down the near side, again, bodywork's fairly good. There's a few sort of bits and pieces, sort of that bottom of that wheel arch there. This one seems to be blistering a bit. I'm not sure if you can see it through there because I'm getting reflection on my screen. But what we are going to do, we are going to offer this vehicle with a full repaint into any one base colour. So that would eradicate all these little bits of bodywork. Or, if you're happy to take it as it is, take it as it is with an appropriate discount. We've got parallel opening lockers with a reasonable amount of luggage. I mean, they are quite low on these, so, you know, 35 decent sized suitcases is a bit of a Krypton factor job. You have got to think about what you're doing, but there's still a good amount of luggage space for like weekend bags or golf trips, that sort of thing. As we jump on board, we've just put new carpets here because they have that sort of rubber matting on the steps and it gets warm very easily. It looks a bit tatty, so we've just put some new carpets around the front. But we've got 35 reclining seats with 3-point seat belts. This is quite a standard interior offered in these vehicles at the time. This coffee and cream, I tend to call it. But we've got half leather trim, 3-point belts, the extra padding on the flaps. Customer said to me yesterday, he went looking at another Yutong we've got for sale, and he said they're the comfiest seats he's ever sat in, which is an interesting comment. They've also got sideways movement. There are trays to the seat backs, and interestingly, in fact quite surprisingly, they're all present and seem to be in the correct position. Also USB sockets at every seat. Every so often along either side of the vehicle, about 1 every 3 seats, there's a 240 volt socket as well. Fully air conditioned, and it's working. It's a hot day today. We're in the very high 20s up here in Chadderton, so the aircon's in full working order. Wired for DVD with one drop down monitor at the front. But getting back to sort of the interior, I do like, there's two interiors I really like in these little TC9s. This is one of them because it feels lovely and warm. In fact, it's the same colours that's in my living room, sort of browns and creams and what have you, and it just feels homely. And the other ones are like black and blue half leather, which I've currently got for sale in a couple of bay travel vehicles. So, you know, the interior is quite welcoming. We've got everything you'd expect on a Yutong dashboard. All the switches are where they should be. No holes, nothing's been sort of cobbled together. Mileage is 270,000 kilometres, give or take. Obviously, by the time we've been to the paint shop and back, and it is being used on contracts every day, so that mileage is going to increase slightly. Radio and microphone. A lot of these disappeared out of these Yutongs, but this one's still here, look. Get it in the shot, look. Hang on, here we go. No wires. Great for those tour guides who insist on going halfway up the coach with a microphone and then wonder why it doesn't work because they broke the wires. So we've got one of them. We've got a fridge in the dashboard. That little destination display isn't included in the sale. We've also got courier seat, but all in all, tidy little vehicle, to be honest, and a very popular vehicle. These, with a lick of paint, it'll look $1 million, and at the end of the day, there's no point us painting it, because if we paint it white, somebody will want it red or blue or whatever, so you might as well take advantage of a new paint job. Obviously, you'll just have to wait till it gets done, and it will be painted at Blackpool Coach Services. So to recap, we have a 2017 Honour 17 Yutong TC9 35-seat midi coach that will come with a fresh coat of paint.